Clive.
That's why I'm...
Shh, Otto. A little. Listen. And it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping...
Be late for that.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the Dame.
We owe 3 of our most...
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hut.
Those lodgers won't...
Do we have that much to hand? Like...
No, we don't. And no, you, after the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better. Besides, we'll need to...
All right. Is there anything I could...
There might be. How'd you fancy taking the...
Rocks?
Rocks, he says. Worth a little something Sid and I said. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualify.
I'm sure they...
But you know how it is with this.
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Ned told me she was building a ship. I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
I got you think something's wrong?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's. Didn't like him. Which is what you've not been working into.
No harder than... Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the law...
Then maybe they saw us some...
I suppose things happen, differences arose. Perhaps Hippocrates knows.
Instead of everything.
Blackthorn. Oh, really? This won't. I just wanted to ask how you're... And you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning, perhaps sharing.
That bastard's like a dog with a... Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in 2 with a weapon.
So that's what's...
No. They're not troubling me exactly. More...
And if you knew we could arm the curse breakers with...
That's...
I'll see what I can find. Sharper swords or... And we can't have our master.
You're a sopper, I can't say.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen... You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after...
I suppose I am, yes. But I need help.
Little wondrous. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do, which made it nice.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people in my class? Suppose you're not likely. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmec, and he's got more money than sense, which I reckon he'll still be at the inn.
Thank you, Cap.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate them. Lawsman.
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. But she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes...
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite. If we assume that his newfound it may well be that the Bones Lady frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
I don't recall ever seeing...
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such... The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took
Even so,
good hunting.
how are you feeling? People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's Fang is gone. The whole mother crystal.
Back again, are you?
What are we going to do?
You. Listen, I've got this theory. The Fallen, I don't think they all fell. Some of them.
And what lawlessness is afoot? Stay safe out there.
Says Drake's Fang has fallen. Does that mean the
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant.
Spices
from the breads of the tree.
I take it Drake's Fang was your doing.
My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the intrusion.
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be
Please, his lordship is going through a difficult time.
Redeem! Get rid...
Very good. Would you mind step?
I'm sorry if I've...
That? No. That's just how he's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a certain blade was a single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw...
I did not, no. Though every ill-gotten coin...
And that's where
I shall speak to Lord...
That will be very...
Farewell.
Come on. Faster!
You deserve a rest.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be it. Nothing seems... All right.
I hear I have youth. What shall I call?
Wyvern.
A formidable. Well, Wyvern. Redeem here tells me you...
A few moments...
You're a peculiar...
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain...
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my... It was made in the... and is used exclusive. They believe no combat should ever exceed. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke. There's a... brute.
But how do they...
Why, they use whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening, but it is the final stone which lends a mineral. And that... Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke. Far and afar.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel.
And there are many of...
Too many to count, but only one do I consider mine, and is a parrot. Farewell, Wyvern, may our... Radim!
I think his lordship is rather taken. Coming, my lord.
Trust Uncle Byron now. Let's see what Black... This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really?
Oh, aye.
I take it there's...
What about this fit?
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been...
How does a merchant misplay?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought...
He sent the two of us to fetch...
My brother's right on all accounts.
We may have seen our share.
You, however, have the look of... Chances are they'll come for you.
Well, if I'm good...
You've cleared...
Well, now, reckon he...
All right.
Nope. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction.
Come on. I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. You've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
It's over. Over here.
Slow. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of...
Seems we found...
Found the cart and didn't leave a single
And how exactly will...
You leave that to us. After all,
You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
there's no need to... What if we want his help again?
Clive.
I wasn't but it seems we still owe you, and though I doubt it's what you were...
A star route is worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you...
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out, I charged... Anyway, why are you the one here asked it much sending the Lord Marquis?
Something like that.
Same as all. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired lord, probably knew that without his... Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, and when Sid passed away, we were all worried that...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? I reckon, and don't we all? That...
Certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. Doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? This one. Enough. Now, will it be enough? I say that answers, which means we owe them. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Now feel good, boy.
this talk at the glass gate.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoints open through.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady.
Gif. Oh my.
Otto asked me to settle the hideaway's dead with the vet and to...
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. The man owes me nothing. Nor does the My contribution to the restoration effort was made free.
You once told me Sid did you a kind... I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all of us.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could have done.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt, besides Sid, I've never met a man with an ill habit. Given that both of...
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. Is he still with us?
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
No holding back. have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Well done, Tom. I needed that. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If Hawaii needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Yeah!
Back to the stables, Carl.
the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. So Lady Karen...
Ah, but she was just too... She threw it right back in my face, in fact.
Karen refused...
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful.
Oh.
Mid might need some help.
All right there? How's that? I have it.
That's the stuff. And plenty of... You're a gent. Right then. Telemon.
Very impressed.
Says the man who cut down a burning box.
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our... Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your back...
Well...
That's the spirit... Well...
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No nut for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavour. And I'm telling...
Wish I could take one of our birds.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
Sorry for the word. Hopefully...
You learned something?
I did better. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get a son. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever... Good luck on the battlefield.
Even so, is there...
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right, but there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through us. No point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much like finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now, and what's finer than fallen masonry? Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel with an... I won't make a copy now.
I'm sure the curse breakers...
I've been working day and night since Hey, I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. You come and find me when you've got...
Right. Lady Karen, Goad tells me you... Would you prefer the debt was repaid?
What debt? I don't recall lending. I may have tossed a talent, but those were donations. And you can hardly call it charity.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened...
Oh, so you're fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab a canny one, meanwhile. Might be I already have. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell...
I hear you ended up delivering a... Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what...
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then?
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either at...
I knew so little about it.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they did.
How long did you know Sid before
he died? Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising... There was... The magic woke inside my son soon after, and there was no hiding it.
Couldn't you and your family...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how... Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me. Him who swore he'd do everything he could. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. I knew then I'd fought. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
I noticed you and Toga. So, Molly's left up. That'll teach me for treating you like... All right, now we know what you're after. I can see it.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Toga.
I was just on my way to see.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Don't just stand there gawping. I don't know many fleshes who deal in cuts that size. Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Thank you, Clive. Not just from me, but from Kenneth, too.
Welcome back, Sid.
As if so. Good news, everyone. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
The nobleman who visited. Was that...
Sid! Luke said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Have you...
Something smells good.
Bombs!
Hey? The bloody great hole in it.
It's supposed to be...
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. A seed of ingenuity.
Were you able...
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us an exact...
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
But that reminds you recall our conversation concerning Lady...
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records
What are you suggesting?
that Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than consider. That in addition to Lady Jill, in short, the icons hitherto near at hand, and that number has only grown, as the one can but speculate as to how all...
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Come on.
Run like the wind. Whoa.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Good girl. Faster!
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Thanks, Gal.
It's over!
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly fast.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
Oh, I'm done for.
If you haven't got a pass, you're not getting through. Please.
This is no time to ride. Come on.
Faster! are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Water for hire.
What do you think, girl?
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion post haste.
Bloody Crimson Caravans, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
I hear the brothers found another assault. If ever you see a couple of brothers up in Lateney's Cleft.
And why is that?
Because they're duplicitous bastards. What they do is befriend a passing merchant. The merchant dead and his murderers busy bickering over the port now. The brave soul charges into the footpad's den thinking he's doing the realm a favour. And when he's done, the brothers...
Yeah, you'd think they'd run out of bandits.
So close to Bolt.
Anyway, if you run into them...
I really wish I had. Thanks for the...
If our new arrivals had brought any coin with them, we'd be rich.
I wish to engage the Crimson Caravan services. Where's the proprietress?
She's otherwise
Well met. Many thanks. Farewell. Out of my sight. Wretch. I've no use for a branded who can't even fill my cup. Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
This is everything. It must be transported to the Dominion.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Tight-fisted swines.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Go and bother someone else, will you? I've got my trader's pass and I'll be leaving as soon as I'm...
Let us through!
I'll take the large one.
Oh, Good.
Clive, I'm so...
Slow down, Good.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Here.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, to get the pass back, we...
I know where. No one knows more about what goes on round it.
Where do we find...
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red choc.
No time like the...
You two go on it. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right.
The finest earthenware from the Free Cities!
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next to the train.
If you're looking for the Crimson Caravans, head out of the canyon and take the first road.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Ben? We can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, which means traders' passes have gone from being, and with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious...
So the children are stealing passes?
Yes. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names.
Which means?
That someone is the same someone who is encouraging the children, and the same someone who... Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass, and we want to catch whoever's behind it all.
Is there any other way?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, Well, the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that.
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give...
All right.
Thank you. But I don't know your name.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop. I suggest that you speak with...
The furniture maker.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Are you the furniture?
Looking for... Ah, Eloise collared you too.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpocket.
For one, that they're targeting the traders. Harder to watch your backs. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every...
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw...
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the...
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me. Dominion, life will be different.
Fish for sale! Can I interest you?
She's asked me to help her.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. Or the traders, street urchins, by the sound of it.
Orphans from the...
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
A shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to...
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt...
It's worth it.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were the traders?
Come, taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Excuse me, cause I was just wondering if anyone has asked...
Anything you grown-ups ever ask, so guess what I'm about?
Sorry.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Do you...
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking.
I don't know. No, but what's picking pockets?
No, so if they come calling...
Did you hear about the Empire's Black Shields?
Jug of snake spit.
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We've heard that some very bad. We need to know who's behind.
I don't know much about it, really. He said he got a job. Doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find...
Do you know where you're...
He's usually by the tent.
Thank you. Come on! Come all!
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
That's that, then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
That big fat donkey, he wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed... Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over. Could use one of those things to get out of this.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by...
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you would...
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past?
There was a boy...
Thank you.
Shit.
It's all right, Hunter. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine.
I'm looking for the people who were made...
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time. Before I started, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else.
Hunter.
You found him, then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. Like, whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them, anyway. If it weren't for their guild, me and my mates would have stopped.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting. They prey on the desperate, stealing. I'd been looking into their activities but it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help, then we all want the same.
So,
what else? You get your trader's pass back, and I make...
All right, then.
All right. Honza, where are they camped?
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail.
We'll try it this time.
Back down the road.
To Lateney's Cleft.
Lateney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
That's that then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here.
Let's go.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your... I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! That's the lot.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
Fetch!
Aye. Some of our new... Especially the little ones. It will be a shame when they chop them off.
Scum.
The leaders of the castes.
They don't deserve any mirth.
I wasn't planning on...
We're ready when you...
Oh, I'm...
That guard from Bocklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
finished.
Gold chains, rings.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. Now I just need to sort through it all and...
We should go and give Eloise the good news.
Of course. Oh, and,
we'll be glad to. Come on. Back to the stables, girl.
Daddy!
That's that then.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson canvas.
Ah, Clive.
Quite the
So it was the cast stones who were... And their demise. I only hope yours is among the items. Speaking of...
You are too... Here, Clive. Goods' pass.
I will.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the... Can I count on your help?
Of course. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. Would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crims, for a small fee, we will move anything that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for...
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking, and who better to join forces with, wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose... So what would you say to working?
It would be up.
And our honor. The honor is out.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in,
I shall bear it.
Well, all that remain, Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted.
We'll... Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Something I can help you with? This being a border town. Or at least... Don't worry about Hunt. Why, I am what you see. It can be a risky... Best of luck, Sid.
And how might the Crimson Caravans... And I wouldn't have it any other way. All the better. Fools, the lot of them. Criminals and cowards. So thank you. May luck go with you.
No, I
have
just
you
need to see
brought
about
any
getting
coin?
Bad news.
Good, actually. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her.
What exactly?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the...
So I've heard.
Oh. So you know of it, then? A gentleman who might... Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do. You won't need to go far. There's Aldrich to port free of the fight. Stop by again when you let them know.
I'll be right back. I've been asked to find Aldrich.
That's me right enough.
The innkeeper sent me.
If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been...
From the Empire to Boklad. He must be a...
such is the porter's luck. It's Oriflamme one. The farther you're willing to go, the... I'd say I've done enough for the date.
I see you've been of some assistance to...
Perhaps.
Finding someone. I was griping about my lot. Now, Joseph's a
Any idea where his...
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? Joseph's lived a hard life.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around.
For hire.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
What do you want?
Just information.
Now you mention it.
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road, I expect. No.
Good girl.
Faster!
We don't want any.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw those ones.
Maybe he found his...
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's gob...
Shh, now.
I only told him we...
I'd listen to your mother. Did Joseph's thieves... Look, there's stolen wares all the way out here. I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Get him! Let's get this over.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting...
Joseph?
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem...
I take it things are more complicated.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market, because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I launched myself at them, full of righteous. The others, they huddled. They stole because it was that or starvation. No.
So you spared them?
And these goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so... And once they've learned to hunt and forage...
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins...
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. Oh, and... don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here, Brand.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
Not here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
That'll do, girl.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That's that then.
Joseph's fine. He certainly knows his business.
A good man to have around, that Joe. Thank you for putting... This is everything.
Pardon me,
It must
but
be
would you have that well-notched steel and impressive physique? Might you be convinced?
How exactly do you...
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis and I require a rug. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself, but well...
My arms are...
Wonderful!
But where are we...
Along the old Zemeckis road. Quickly!
Wait. I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Daddy.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Are you hurt?
Happily not. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, colossal vessels, dashed from the very heaven. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to oblige me if you would. Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock, a tantalizing mystery, no doubt. But merely one of... Come, good sir.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Yeah!
Not again. All right then. First.
To me!
You're going to get yourself...
Oh, that would not when such majesty stretches out before. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage? Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time. But we must not dwell upon such things. Onward!
Come on. Run like the wind. Farewell. Still in one piece.
It would seem so. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see, could the construction of such miraculous... Alas, all is mere...
Not if you keep running head first.
You are right, of course.
glad to help, but...
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. You see, even my fellow scholar, and so I came upon...
That's what this was all...
I am afraid so.
Fine.
And here, you're...
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears. Meats and beef.
Come on, come on!
Are you Milan?
That's me.
The innkeeper's just... He thought you... Wine and ham just...
Comes with... We get me. Mile. Anyway.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bolek.
Well, you found him.
The innkeeper sent me.
I've never said no to a goat.
You must be...
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right. Plenty. And when they do, well, you know what?
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Come, taste my peaches.
I'll take the lot.
What I really want to be.
Juicy pears.
Jug of snake spit for the road.
Out of my sight, wretch.
If our new arrivals had brought it.
I spoke to your friends.
That's fantastic. It's been a while since we all sat in the way I see it.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek. Those three are the backbone. And without the market, everyone needs a show. Right.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gota. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like...
A goat ad. Bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows.
Here they are. The woes of the world may be
never a truer word.
Let me carry your goods. Out of my sight, wretch.
Come on, come on!
Caravan stops
Juicy
next to the
pears.
truck.
Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really want to be is a rat.
Here you are, good.
Me pass! Oh, thank you. I'll have to say thanks to Ellen.
So should you. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore.
We do, and we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shell. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it... and Goots...
That's all right. I've got it back now.
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith. Well, I'm going to be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to...
Oh, do me.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hide us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, His radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
They're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goose is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Guard, watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight.
But spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear.
Those were Imperial Dragoons. What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.